Welcome to another adventure with Getting Lost. Today, we're actually continuing our previous adventure where we walked the forest walk and finally reached the top. And we're actually now at Telok Blangah Hill Park, and we're actually going to walk along this place called the Hilltop Walk. So basically, we are on the top of the hills now. The hills that are along the southern ridge, and we're going to walk from this side here towards Henderson Wave. Why? Because Henderson Wave is also another iconic bridge in Singapore which we should see. So we're going to walk there now, but firstly we have to walk through some roads, along some pathways to reach there. Okay, so while we're walking, as you can see here, this is actually really a park, because look at all the tall trees, and they even built a car park here. Okay, so on the top of this hill, in Telok Blangah Hill Park, there is this mansion, and this mansion is significant because of this place here. Telok Blangah Hill Park has a history that few other parks in Singapore can boast of. This park has long been a place of gathering for trading communities since the early 19th century. The prosperity of the traders is symbolized by the Alcove Mansion, an elegant colonial bungalow built by a family of Arab traders, which used to host grand parties from this for the social elite. This bungalow, located on 10 Telok Blangah Green, was built in 1918 by a member of the prominent Alcove family as a weekend house. It was abandoned by the family after World War II and has many different roles, most recently as an Italian restaurant, which has recently closed down and now remains vacant. So we are going to continue strolling along Hilltop Walk and heading that direction, which will bring us to Henderson Wave. As you can see, we are actually directly near the hillside with all the dense vegetation, and just right beside that is the beginning of the Henderson Wave. 274 meters long, 8 meters wide, the Henderson Wave actually connects Mount Faber to Telok Blangah. It's the highest pedestrian bridge in Singapore at 36 meters above Henderson Road. It has a distinctive wave-like structure and comes from 7 undulating curved ribs that alternate above and below the bridge deck and doubles up as a shelter for visitors. So let's keep walking along the bridge itself. This bridge will be interesting because not only of the beautiful views you get, but the bridge itself is a very unique design and it's made of wood. Even though the frame and structure of it is made of steel and metal, but what we are walking on now is actually just wood. It reminds me a bit of like the hull of a ship. Okay. Directly right in front of us is actually Mount Faber. Okay. As we come over here, we can start to see the buildings itself. Over here, most likely is, I think, some HDB flats, and then further down behind there will be the CBD area. this sky is not very welcoming, and I don't know whether I mentioned in the last video, after my walk it rained very heavily. So up there, all those clouds there's actually a hell of a lot of water in those clouds, like almost like a monsoon and that, so thick. Anyway, you can see the buildings here. I think some of the buildings may be Telok Blangah area. Okay, anyway, a better view here. Let's have a look. Yeah, and also look at the clouds. The clouds does look very disturbingly full of water. Anyway, let's continue walking down. And of course, this place here is a popular place for people to come to take photos. Not only because of the unique design, because you also can have a nice unique background. And if you look over here, you can actually see the sea, and there's some condominiums, and right below us, Henderson Road, which is 65 meters below us. Look, there's also some stairs coming down from Mount Faber. Anyway, let's continue walking and see what we can see here. As we keep walking further down, we can see more of Mount Faber. And then here is another area where you can sit down. Oh, I also need to mention one thing. Both Henderson Wave and Alexandra Arc, at night time, they are actually lit up with LED lights. So you can also come here during night time to look at the bridge. It will be a different view. And here again, Henderson Road. We are 65 meters above the road. Okay, more walking down. See, people like to take photos. I'm not the only one. Only difference is I post mine on YouTube, whereas other people keep it for themselves. I share it with the world. Anyway, surprisingly, there's actually a lot of tourists here today. Maybe because it's a weekday. And oh my god, look at the clouds. The clouds does look a bit menacing, doesn't it? Alexandra area, Telok Blangah area, I guess. Anyway, let's continue walking down the bridge. There's not much left. Just a bit more. Now we are reaching the treetops of Mount Faber. If you want to know more about Mount Faber, I actually did a video about that previously. Just look through my playlist, or I could actually leave you a link in the description below. Anyway, this is Henderson Wave. Let's wave to Henderson Wave. Wave bye bye to Henderson Wave, because we're leaving it soon. You know, there's actually CCTV cameras here, so that people don't get up to any hanky-panky business here, and also other business that you're not supposed to do here. Anyway, this is the Mount Faber portion of the Southern Ridge, which we're going to cross over after we finish, after we pass this bridge here. So, I hope you enjoyed this interesting visit here to Henderson Wave? I surely did. It was very interesting, and I hope you enjoyed it, because we have walked from Hot Park all the way to Alexandra Arch, Forest Walk, Hilltop Walk, then now Henderson Wave, to finally arrive at Mount Faber Park, which we have been before. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this journey. I surely did. This has been an adventure, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and join me for my next adventure. Bye bye.